Well, Donald Trump is now the president-elect. There has been just a lot of buildup to this election, and we want to get some insight from someone who's covered quite a few elections. Matt Lease joins us this evening, and he is a political science professor from Southeastern Illinois College. Matt, as always, thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
Glad to be here.
Now, we've got a lot to cover, so I just kind of want to jump right into this. What were your thoughts last night as this election unfolded?
Well, in a word, stunning. The fact that Trump won wasn't completely unanticipated. It was the manner in which he won, the breadth of taking virtually all 7 of the swing states, acquiring 312 electoral college votes. You have to go back to Barack Obama to get that type of electoral college victory. So it was much far-reaching. The rural areas really overperformed. And Harris underperformed virtually all the way across the country.
And how would you say this is a historic election, a historic win for Trump?
Really, it's the most diverse coalition the Republican Party has really had in my lifetime. He carried Hispanics in Michigan. No one anticipated that. 20% of African American votes in this critical swing states. On top of that, 40% of Jewish voters. So he even carried Dearborn, Michigan, which was probably largely a protest vote. So there's no really historical equivalent to something like this in my lifetime. Did better with youth votes. Up and down the margins from demographically, in terms of age, race, ethnicity, Donald Trump has put together a working class coalition that he really took what he did in 2016, bringing working class blue collar whites into the party. And now he's extended that to other working class Americans, including Latinos.
Now, right now, Republicans have a majority in the Senate. The future of the House still remains uncertain. Now, if Republicans do take the House, what does that mean for the future?
Well, it means the one major check the Democrats would have would be gone. They'd still have the filibuster in the Senate, but when it comes to a lot of Trump's agenda, having that House majority is going to be critical for him. In a similar way, it's for Democrats. They want to maintain that that check against his power, and that would be difficult without some type of separation of power. The way things are trending, this is another unusual historic element of this race. He had coattails. Barack Obama, for all his electoral success individually, he lost a number of gubernatorial positions. He lost House seats, Senate seats. This is the first time in really since going back to Bill Clinton that we've seen someone have coattails like this. This could potentially portend a political realignment if he's able to maintain this coalition going forward. And if it's not just about Donald Trump's personality, but about the party largely.
So really quickly, what you're saying is the Democrats are going to see some challenges in the next 4 years.
Yes. Number one, do they have that seat at the table in terms of the House? Number two, how do you reconnect with those voters? Talking about blue-collar Americans, that was the classic base of the Democratic Party going back to Franklin Roosevelt. They've somehow lost touch with that voting base, so they have to figure out where they go from here ultimately.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in here today and sharing your insight about the election with us. So thank you so much.
I always enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, of course, we'll continue to follow election results. There's still some races that need to be called. For the very latest, you can always go to our website. That is WSILTV.com.
And it has turned out to be a pretty quiet evening, not seeing a whole